widget blueprints, and there's really nothing wrong with them. They're actually awesome. Like, the fact that you can drag and drop and design stuff is really handy. But sometimes you might want to do UI in C++. Maybe you want more performance, or maybe you want features that aren't available to widget blueprints. Well, today, what I'm going to show you how to do is basically make UI in C++. So this is not a widget blueprint. This is all done in C++. And you can see we can quit the game, we can play the game. I don't have a settings menu implemented, but I'm going to show you how to create this basic menu, and we'll be doing this all in Slate, which is Unreal Engine's C++ UI framework. And that's actually what the widget blueprints are built on top of. So let's get into it. Guys, I just want to mention the Unreal Engine survival game course is up on. We create an interaction system that comes with the system, of course. So as one of these, you want to click the Unreal Project browser. We're going to go new project, and we want a C++ project, obviously, because we're using C++ today. And it's really up to you what one of these you want to go for. I'm going to go for third person, but it really should not matter. And so we're going to call this menu, and then we can click on create project. Okay, so before we can even touch the Slate code, we're going to implement some classes here. So we'll start with a HUD class. If you search for HUD, I'm just going to make a class called menu HUD. HUD kind of acts as the manager for putting widgets up on the screen. So we need a HUD class, and we also need a player controller class as well, because I'm going to make it that when you press the escape key, it's going to kind of put the pause menu up on the screen. So we'll right click, new C++ class, go down to player controller, and just add a player controller. I'm going to call my one menu player controller. and we'll click on create class. So how do we make a piece of Slate UI? What we're going to do is we're going to go new C++ class, and you actually don't want to choose a parent class. That's because all the Slate stuff doesn't appear in this menu. For whatever reason, maybe Epic just forgot about it, but you actually want to select none. We have to do it manually instead. And so we're going to call this S main menu widget. And whenever you're creating a Slate widget, you want to put an S before it. Similar to how we put like a F before a struct or U before a U object. So let's go ahead and click on create class, and then I'll show you how to actually turn this empty class into a Slate class. So inside of Visual Studio, if you expand UE4 and go to source and then go to like runtime, you don't have to do this, but I'm just showing you. There is a module in here called Slate. And if we try to use the Slate features without including these modules, Unreal Engine's basically just going to be like, what the hell is Slate? What are you talking about? But if we include it, then Unreal will know what Slate is. And so the way that we do this is we actually go into our build file. So you want to open up menu.build.cs. And we're going to go under here and just say private dependency module names, add range, new string, and then just add Slate and Slate core to there. And now when we build, basically Unreal is going to actually know about these modules. Yeah. Otherwise, we're just going to get a bunch of errors and your code's not going to compile. So let's go to sMainMenuWidget.h and then we'll actually start to implement some stuff. So we really don't need the core minimal thing.
Doesn't like what? Yeah. Where's the H? Where is it? What file path is this? It says SS. Maybe they would already talking about that here. Because constructors are private things are. Right.
And we don't need this API tag here. And we're going to include a couple of Slate header files here. So let's do that.
Okay.
And now we need to talk about compound widgets.
So we need thinks that needs to be that. A6 dot H and slate extras dot H.
So you want your main menu to inherit from compound widget. If you right click on this, go to definition. You don't have to do this, again this is just an example. You can see here it says a compound widget is the base from which most non-primitive widgets should be built. A primitive widget is something like a button or a text box. So basically if you're not making something like that, you want to use compound widget as the base for your widget. And so that is why we are using compound widget for the base class
So
of
this
our
is
main
already
menu
done
widget.
because it's
Now,
not
whenever we
always
define a slate widget, we might want to take some arguments to be passed into the slate widget. And in my case, I'm going to get a reference to my HUD inside of my widget. And that's because that way I can get a reference to the world and stuff like that I just wouldn't be able to do otherwise. I wouldn't be able to quit the game or play the game, stuff like that just wouldn't work without getting a reference to my HUD. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to have slate begin args, and then you can just put your slate.
Oh, wait, that's it. Okay, so slate begin arcs. Here's the arguments. Wait. Ooh. I'm gonna say that this is just new for UE5 or whatever. The implementation of slate is being used. And therefore I can just type. No, I can't because that's also. That needs to go here, that needs to go here, and then we need. Okay, indentation will be a problem, so. I think it auto indented that. It auto indented, so. Slate. This is the uppercase. Slate. Argument. Argtype argname. Type argument and its name. So, class of a menu HUD.
Arguments in. And this might be confusing to you now, but this.
Okay, right. First we need tweak. Why is the W capitalized? PTR, and that's an bat. Tweak is the template version of the generic F. Why is it showing to me? What? What does this mean? Nah, I'm not reading that. It fixed it. Is it this all for the, no, it's just for this line. No, we're just gonna leave this as it is here. Class, what is it? Call it main menu HUD, so A, I don't know what that A is coming from. Menu HUD. That should be uppercase, so this is uppercase.
All this is just a system for passing information to the HUD. And so I'm basically just saying, hey, I want to pass in the menu HUD class into my widget here. Next, I'm just going to get rid of the constructor and the destructor, and we're going to actually use this void construct event. We're going to add a
already here.
variable that stores my menu HUD. You might be wondering why we don't do it like we usually would, which is just to have a raw pointer to a menu HUD like that. And the reason is because the compound widget, the slate widgets, they're not UObjects, and they don't actually get registered for garbage collection, and so you have to kind of manage memory yourself. So what we're doing is we're just caching an object pointer
Peter. Class. The main menu HUD. Owning HUD.
And then basically this is not going to count as a
It's a G. It's a G. Put a space. Get rid of that. I don't want to have to change all of this to that. No, it is quicker to say, where are we? Main menu, header. No, not the depreciation one. Yeah, we're on the header. Main menu player controller. No, menu compound widget header on comes a single line
reference because it's a weak pointer. I'm not going to go super in depth here, but
no, it's T weak object pointer. Oh.
Just know that we need to do it a little bit differently because we don't have garbage collection with these widgets. We're going to override the supports keyboard focus function. Basically, this just tells our widget that it can support keyboard focus. If you don't do this and then you try to focus a widget, you get this really annoying error message. So just add this in here. And
okay. I will listen to you. Very useful guide person. Supports keyboard focus. Const override and center. So basically, it worked.
then you won't get that message. So now I'm going.
This is a.
Going to implement my construct function.
It works. I'm speaking. I am speaking, and there's no distal audio, which is the goal. One distal audio.
Function.
Oh, where are we? We are in the constructor, which is this one. I'll save that. Let's go to the constructor. Populate the child. I'll do that. Yeah.
And we'll get rid of the constructor and the destructor.
Haha! It's already done.
And I'm going to show you how to use the construct function. This is where you actually construct your UI. So you basically build your UI in here.
Oh.
And if you haven't done any Slate before, you're probably going to be like, what the hell is this? But the good news is the more you use Slate, once you're familiar with it, it's actually like pretty cool. Like it's pretty simple. And I hated it when I started using it, but the more I use it, the more I like it. And so basically the compound widget has a child slot. And this is where we put all of our UI. So we're going to start by defining a overlay. This is a widget that lets you overlay different things on top of each other. And then we're going to add a slot to the overlay. And we're going to put stuff inside of it.
Right. So, slow down. Heh. Shouldn't that? Supposed to be like, not. S overlay tab. So from that we're adding a slot, and then we're defining a slot. One of the classes. Now we need one more, and then we need dot horizontal align, horizontal align, fill, and then dot vertical align. So vertical, v align, v align, fill. That fills the space. Eh. What the hell? Is this an error? Inline error type. T alignment, we just mix in the overlay slot. Wait, this is supposed to be one line.
This is the exact same thing as what you're doing in Blueprint.
Oh. Okay, does that fix it?
When you drag and drop the UI into your Blueprint.
That doesn't fix it. Did that fix it? No. Eh? Actions and refactorings. What the hell? I'm not missing anything.
Blueprint. We're just doing it in C++ now. So into my overlay slot, I'm going to add a image. I'm not going to actually set the image, I'm just going to set it to be the color black.
Ah, this is the background. This new S image. Color and opacity. F color. What does bits do? Just color. Just what bits. I don't know what bits does. But oh, it doesn't. What if I try black? What is the sorcery is this? Like a grey? Green. There's a red. There's a blue. I'll keep it black.
And this will just give me a nice background. So this is how you actually get the background to show up. And let's also add a vertical box, because I'm going to put all my buttons inside a vertical box so that they're nicely arranged and they look nice.
Wait, it's outside the transform.
Let's see here. Let's just define a variable called content padding.
Yep.
So this is how much...
No, it's a constant. You said variable. Why is it a constant if you saying variable? Content padding equals F margin 500 as a float. 300 as a float.
How much padding my buttons are going to have on the side of them, and you'll
What do you mean expected a... Oh, wait, here. No. Wait. Oh, wait, what? Actually fix it with 2. Okay. Now do disappear. Yes, okay.
We'll be able to see this more clearly when we go into the editor. So we're going to add a slot to our overlay. So we're adding another slot.
Ah! I knew it. So we need an S overlay. I think you can do this. And I think that looks better. But if it doesn't, then I know fix it. So we need a slot. No, we need a plus. This is a plus. What are we adding this to? Plus slot. Dot H dot dot H align. Open bracket H align fill. Dot V align V align fill. Yeah. So why is this not doing the thing? Why is it not colored? If I right click this. Unknown error. But for this one. Ah! There is not an error. Why is V? What if I put it the other way around? That's a devilish thing to do. Oh. Ooh. Wait. No. That. Okay, that's a problem. Okay, it's just weird. Why is it doing that? It's just the first one's blue and the second one doesn't get... Whatever. Fill. And then we need some padding. Of the content padding. So this is... padding for... being for objects. It's in line. So I need to, yeah.
And the worst part of this is the tabbing. Visual Studio like screws up the tabbing and
I've had that exact same problem.
It's really bad, but just gonna fix this. Okay. So in here we're gonna put a vertical box. So you use this S new to create a new widget.
Okay, that makes sense. S new. So in this overlay, we are creating okay, I'm gonna do that because that makes sense. But I feel like this should be just one line. If it doesn't work, I'll make it 2 lines. But now this looks better, right? Okay, so now I sort of understand it. So S vertical box. Ah, these are the things. Third vertical box, as opposed to a what? Horizontal box. There's a horizontal box. I'm gonna see what the difference is when I actually make this. Alright, and then we need to add. Okay, that goes in a different line. The add goes in a different line. Add a S vertical box, and we're adding it twice. Oh wait, no, we're calling this S vertical box, and we're adding da box from slot. I don't know where slot is. Child slot. No, it was from the stuff out. Class called slot. Wait, no, this is from vertical box. We're importing it. We're making a slot.
And then we're adding a slot to that vertical box.
Yeah, whatever. It's a mess.
And in there,
follow proper, normal programming paradigms.
We're going to put a block of text. So basically, we'll just go through.
Oh, wait, what? Hold on. That's embedded from that, and from this. We make that. That becomes that. Yeah. S new text block. Let me guess, we're gonna add
new text block, and we're gonna put some text in it.
Wait, no, dot text. Dot text.
Like this, and I've made this variable called title text. So let's go up here. I'm just going to say the title text is going to be my super great game.
Okay, so this just becomes universe then. So title. So const. Unless you want to be changing the title in the game. Don't change the UI when it's playing. That's only for UI settings. I can change the whole UI of the game. It's ftext is const title text equals lock text. I don't know what lock text is. Creates an ftext. All parameters must be string literals. They will be passed through a localization. The global that must be set to a string literal to specify this key's localization key's namespace. I don't know what that means. I'm just gonna hope it works. That's good programming practice. How it works, not important. So it's called game title and is universe a future. There we go. Control
Okay.
S.
And I'm using this loc_text thing. Let me explain what this is, because this is super cool. So we'll define a loc_text namespace.
Okay. Yeah. Wait. What? Well, why are we doing void? No, no, no. Okay, whatever. Problems. Huh? You know what? No, screw all that. I'm doing what the person says. They know better than me. So, we gotta do a define. Lock text.
Let me explain what this is, because this is super cool.
Yeah, okay. So they are just doing that. Oh, what? No! I just hit mute, that's fine. So in all caps, and then call it menu, because that's what it's doing, and then we hit.
So we'll define a loc_text namespace. And then we will undefine loc_text namespace at the bottom. So this is...
Whereas there's no end slate function build optimization. Oh, there's no start one. Okay, so that's just something else. So undef.
Unreal Engine's localization system.
Right, yeah. Hence LOC.
So
We got errors. No, we're gonna leave these errors. Line 18. Yeah, but you don't need that one. Where? Okay.
once you get people translating your game to like Russian or French or whatever, you use this key, and then Unreal Engine does all the work for you, and it will replace this text saying my super great game. It will replace that with the French equivalent.
That's really cool. UE5 has built in that. That's really cool. What is... Alright, you're complaining about that. You're complaining about... Oh. We'll ignore
or the Russian equivalent or whatever. So this is how you do localization in your game. So if we add this UI to the screen right now, we're going to have a black screen and it's going to have some text that says my super great game. We don't have any buttons, we don't have anything like that. But what I thought we'd do is just add this to the screen just to show you how to do it. So let's tackle the problem of how do we add HUD to the screen. We'll start by going to the menu game mode.
Menu game mode. I didn't make one. What? Menu game mode. That's the universe game mode. Hold on. Let's go to this one. No. HUD. No. Wait. No. Oh, menu game modes. UObject constructor helpers. What has a UObject constructor helpers? None of these. Okay. So, did I miss the bit where he said fast setup?
Okay, so before we can even touch the Slate code, we're going to implement some classes here. So we'll start with a HUD class. If you search for HUD, I'm just going to make the screen player can pause menu, and we'll
Okay,
click on
menu
create
game
class.
mode. That's that.
Start by going to the menu game mode.
So that's just this, right? C++. Hold on. No, yeah, that's this.
And
That's
add
this.
the player controller class and the HUD class.
Okay, so to the game mode, what are we gonna add? What does triple mean? Should we look it up? Let's see. It's plus. Triple. Slashes. C++. Okay, so yeah, it's a nothing. So I'm just gonna hide all of this. Ignore it. Just this is for blueprints, and we leave it alone. For blueprints. Okay. a HUD class. HUD, HUD, all capitals, and it's a static class, and I need that.
You will have to add
Hey.
the header file.
What's it? What is Blood Waffle about? Must be a class on it. This is a class. Thank you very much. That's what I put.
Files for that.
What's Blood Waffle about? Name followed by this must be a class. It is a class.
Those as well. So inside of our HUD, we're gonna add the player controller class and the HUD class.
Okay, how about we don't do that? Okay, so I'm just gonna say this is what it's supposed to be. A universe player controller, yes. A menu HUD. This is the menu HUD. Here's the menu HUD. It's a HUD type. Main menu HUD. A menu HUD. Whatever.
Class. You will have to add the header files for those as well.
Ah, of course. Of course. So we need ink. We need that. Ink. Why can't it just be ink? Main menu HUD.h menu. No, this is universe player controller.h.
As well.
Cool.
So inside of our
And
HUD,
it
we're going to add a
fixed
particular
itself because now it's that, and we're good. It already has that. That's why it wasn't a problem. And because that's now there, I'm going to do that, I'm going to do that, then 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 we're going to press Control Z 3 times, 4 times. Then we need to go to the main menu header. We'll do this later. Header.
section. Basically, we're going to store a reference to the menu.
Okay, so in some protected. Is it protected like that? Protected is like, well, anything is like that, and then should be a colon. Should be some class, which it is. We have T shared pointer. Why do we have a shared pointer? And why is it T? I don't want these things to mean. That should be a lowercase c. Class S main menu. Widget spelled incorrectly again by me. Menu widget semicolon T shared. What is a shared pointer? Why are they sharing it? Why can't I have it all to myself? S widget main menu container. Virtual void begin play override and colon.
Menu itself, and then the menu is going to be contained within this container, and we use the container to remove and add the menu to the screen. And so let's go to create implementation, and we'll add.
Oh. Yeah, and does it for me.
The begin play function. We're going to call super begin play. And let me explain how this works. It's pretty ugly, the code to add something to the screen. But what we need to do before we even do that is add our header files.
So we need some header files, obviously the header itself, but we also need S. We need to do that first. S main menu compound widget. Okay. Art engine here. I should do that. Stop! Do not inherit directly from widget. It says in full caps. Full caps. Include widgets. From widgets, we need S-week widget.
So we're going to add these, and we also need to add engine.h, and...
Oh! That's so it can actually do the thing. By do the thing, I mean add stuff to the screen, so it actually you can see stuff.
This is because you need to get the global engine pointer to actually add something to the screen. So what you do is you say if engine.
Okay. Actual code. If the global engine
and engine game viewport. Then we're going to create our menu widget.
Oh, sorry. So I think game engine. I don't know what this thing is doing. Game viewport. It's doing something. And it didn't make a thing.
Widget. And
okay.
And the way that we do that is we use smurf.
And then, oh, there's a.
Because remember that our widget is just a slate widget, so we just use smurf to make it, and then we do main menu widget, and then
Main compound widget.
How we pass variables in is you actually just do dot and then owning HUD. And we're actually just passing ourselves into the widget. So now our widget knows about the HUD class. And that's important because it lets us access the world and do stuff that we wouldn't be able to do otherwise.
Ah!
Okay, so now we grab the game engine viewport.
So I need to go back to this one and actually write this up. But I want to write this up. I'll do it tomorrow, maybe.
And this is where things get a little bit ugly looking, but just bear with me here. So it is add viewport widget content. And then instead of using snew, we're going to use something called sassign new. This is the exact same as snew, but it lets you store it in a variable. So we're doing menu widget container. This is the container for the widget. And we're creating a week.
Sweet widget.
Widget. And then there's a function
When is menu widget container? Probably in menu widget dot C++. Is there anything about menu widget container? Anything about a container? I'm going to look for that container. So in the current document there's nothing. In this one, it's called main menu container. I swear it's main menu container in this. Menu widget container. I call it main menu widget container. We'll hit save. We'll do main menu widget container. Stop complaining because it's real.
I know. So we're doing a weak widget.
Yep.
And then there's a function possibly null content. This is
What the hell is... Okay. I wasn't going to judge. What the hell is this? What are we doing here? Possibly? Possibly null content. What does that mean? Adds a widget to the Slate viewports overlay, i.e. for in-game UI tools at the specific Z order.
This is what we're passing into the container.
Oh, it's
We're saying
another
menu
function.
widget. And then this
Okay. Main menu widget. What have I called this? Okay. That fixes it, right? First of all, you need to get thated. You need to get saved. You need to get saved. This is errors because it's now main, not that type of main. Right.
this function
Possibly no content. Yeah, the menu.
it takes a shared ref, and we have a shared pointer. So
Oh,
what we
that's
have
what
to
it is,
do is
pointer.
to shared ref.
What? Another. This is a mess. Okay, and then that's it. And we hit that. 1 opening, 2 openings, 3 openings, 4 openings, 1, 2, 3, 4 closings.
And then that
Bloody hell! What is this?
should work. Okay, so I just clicked on,
That should work.
and then that should work.
It should work. Right. Get that. But no, because we can't click. This thing doesn't open. Here. Build. No, we don't want build. We want run this. Build. All of that. It's building. It's building. How built is it? Let it cook. Somebody who's newer. I'm gonna let it cook. If there are errors, it's problems. Why is there 2 spaces after running and nowhere else? There are errors. Yes. It's built. Never a good thing when it just freezes. Wait, no, this is... It's boring. Where is the live coding? Oh, why is it opening this? Why... Oh, silly. I don't want build. What do I want? Is it in tools? Come on, exit Python script file. Maybe it's here. Help me. Where is Why can't I remember where this was? Programming. Anyway, should we find live? I can't even find live. I think it's Control Alt F11. What did I say? Where does this come from though? Using git status. Okay, what are you? What's all that? It's loading the file. It's loading sphere. Now it's just loading. It's loaded something about the engine. Build failed. Action graph is invalid. I don't know what that means. What? Did it fail or did it succeed? I don't know. I'm not sure I want to. Which virtual asset does it? What a virtual? Get out of here! What are these? Live coding. This is the live coding failed. Build failed, but that didn't. There's two of these. I don't care about this one. Is this just that?
Okay, so I just clicked on the local Windows debugger, so I've opened the editor up, and if all goes well, when I hit play, I get a black screen and I get the text, "My super great game."
Okay, well I don't get that. So if I can try F11 again, and we'll compile the changes, and we'll see what's going on. Yeah, so we need Universe game mode, main menu. That's got nothing. I think I commented that all out anyway. Menu, main menu had main menu play controller, SS main menu compound widget. I don't know why there's two S's. I only put one S, but there's two. So it's compiled. There we go. Build failed. There's no explanation. Oh wait, no, there is an explanation. Okay, so it is all in that. That's good to know. If I try void. Yeah, but it is. Is it just gonna tell me to do this forever? Yeah, it is. So how about I just try with one of those? But those are... How about I just try that, and then this... I expected that one there. Okay, that one's fine. But this now breaks it. Okay, that semicolon, if it fixes it, I will not be happy. Oh wait, that's some stuff I probably shouldn't delete. No, that was just more about the errors. Yeah. Accepted live coding shortcut. Yes, not allowing me. That's what I'll do next time. won't allow me. So, there are 17 files. They are that, and that. There are 4 errors in SS main menu compound.widget. Are there 4 errors in... There are the exact same 4 errors, aren't they? It's a string. No, void is weird. If I call it a string, how do you... Is it string full string? Okay. But I need to include string. What the hell? No, we're calling it void, and we're not adding all of those. Because it's not really a string, it's like a big thing. Yeah. Local variable not initialized. What, add the initializer? Oh, that's more errors. And you're complaining. Okay, so
obviously,
this is in the right one. So oh, I forgot the F text. Oh, right. That's a thing. That's a thing I need to add. But hey, I recorded it not working. That's better. Instead of the last time where it's just, oh yeah, it didn't work and I fixed it. But there's no evidence of that. There's no evidence of that. There's no testing. Yeah, that fixes all the problems. Now we hit save. Now we can hit Control F11. It'll start compiling. It did that immediately. Right? No, it didn't. It's gonna start. And then haven't quite built what I've shared PCH umbrella.cpp20. That's probably just C++ 20s implemented. No, you can't implement it itself, so not implement like whatever the files that say. Whoa! Stuff works. Live coding successful. So if we hit yes, successful thing. It did a thing. Right. I'm gonna no. Black's fine actually. I wonder if there's an opacity. Ooh. I'm gonna try that. That's in here, right? Color and opacity. F color black. F opacity. I'm gonna look this thing up. So I don't like this. Color and opacity. Yeah, okay. This is about this. Opacity slate. Okay, yeah, it just says, but like, how do you do this? Wait, hold on, this is in blueprint. Opacity slate. 5. No, that's all in. C Slate, C++, enter. Slate widget examples. Please tell me this is in. Oh, it's just gone back to this thing. No. What was that? It's all about whatever. We don't care. It doesn't matter that much.
Buttons, we don't have anything like that. But what I thought we'd do is just add this to the screen just to show you how to do it. So let's tackle the problem of how do we add HUD to the screen. We'll start by going to the menu.
How long? It's 21:24. So that's just 1.5 hours. Okay, I think with this, yeah.
New game mode and add.
Wait, game mode. Down. Oh, not select. Select. Game mode. Game mode. Game mode. Game mode. Universe game mode.
The player controller class and the HUD class. You will have to add the header files for those as well. So inside of our HUD, we're going to add.
Oh, so we're back here. Hold on.
So that's all we're doing there. So come up here, buttons, and register them with a. I get a black screen and I get the text, "My super great game." So obviously, this is not very great. This is nothing special, but we're going to tidy it up and add some styling and add some buttons and stuff like that. The main thing is we know that it now works. So yeah, let's go back into the code and we'll keep working on adding some buttons.
So it's probably going to be.
So in my construct function, I'm just going to define all of the text.
Main magic widget. That's it.
That I'll need for my.
Okay. Title. Game, load game, settings exit game. I'm on credits actually, because it's funny. The options menu. We've got load game. New game. Basically, only one of these is. Let's see if I can just write these while looking over that. Should be fine. Title text. So we've got continue game text. That's about continue right. Equals look text. I can continue game text. Continue game. And then we're basically just gonna copy it and paste this for everything. Why is only the first one? Because there is no semicolon. After that should work fine. But this needs to become new game text and as that. menu, you need to become credits, and you need to become exit game. Then I need to new game text. Load game text. Load game text of game. It's menu. Options menu text. Options menu. Game title. I don't need the text from these. Actually, I do. I'm gonna make that game title text. I don't think that changes anything else. I didn't write game title at any other point. That's just for other things. So we've got credits and exit game. So we've got credits. Button. Text. Then we've got credits. Button. Text. Button. Got a little stop in there. Got the button. The button. Button. I can't make that sound, but it's on uh-oh. Button. It's sound I can't make. Exit game text. Press continue. Exit.
Various buttons and register them with the localization system so
Yeah.
that we can change between different languages later on if we wanted to do that.
We're not going to do that.
We're also going to
And then
cache a reference to the owning HUD that got passed in.
what?
The way that you do that is you actually just say owning HUD and then you can grab it from the in args. That
Okay. I don't know what caching it. What did caching? That was one of the things we did. One of the questions we did. Equals in args. Is that a dot underscore? As a dot underscore. Owning HUD. Semicolon. So owning brackets.
came into the widget. We also want to set can support focus to true. This is similar to
Hello.
what I
B and support focus equals true.
This is similar to what I was showing you here. It just avoids a really annoying error message
Okay.
that we would otherwise get. We're also going to give our buttons some padding, so we'll define the button padding up.
Okay. Content padding. For buttons in UI. So it's const F, still margin, that makes sense. Button padding equals F margin less 10F.
Here. And if you remember, we had that awful looking text. It was really small, hard to see. It just looked really bad. What we're going to do...
Okay, more stuff after here. So we want F slate font info. Button text style, and before that we got button font title style, basically style, because it's not just font. F slate font info title text style Okay, just define it in the opposite order. For why? Why would you do it that way? We've got a bunch of stuff. F core style. Get. No. It's get font style, embossed text. It always looks good, doesn't it? And then that becomes semicolon. Then we get button text style equals dot size. So it's 40F. Change here, so we get uppercase S. That doesn't fix this. Expected a semicolon there. And then title text style equals font size equals 65 semicolon, and we fixed everything there, and no issues found.
Is we're going to grab the core engine style and get the embossed text font. So this is kind of outside the scope of this video, but basically you define all the styling in something called a slate style. And I'm not going to go into it in this video, but basically the engine has one already made, and it has something in it called embossed text. And then what we're doing here is we're just making the title text a little bit bigger than the text that appears on the button.
You know what? Gotta make it even bigger.
So that's all we're doing there. So coming back to our title text.
Okay, so we just got to scroll down. We've got vertical box, text block.
I'm just going to change it to have these new parameters.
So text. Oh, font. Font. Title, text, style. Justification. That's the, yeah. Sorry. What did that say? Justification lambda. Lovely. Why are we using lambda? Text. Justify. Center. Unless you want your text on the right, maybe you do. Maybe that's
so we're going to use that new font. And then I've also set the justification to center. This is basically just like the alignment of
why is eText justify?
And I think it's really important because this can get quite messy to add comments. So I'm just going to say title text.
Yeah, I will go back and do the whole
And then let's go ahead and add some more things. So let's add our buttons now. We'll do that. So underneath this slot, I'm going to add another slot.
Okay, so no, that needs to be even less, but I think I'll just copy and paste this and it'll be close enough. Let me just change it. What the hell? I just pressed Control Z and that did that. What's going on there?
So this is going to be our play button.
Okay. Play button. So it's still a vertical box. Oh yeah, it's plus around this way. Twice. This is plus. Button text.
And basically you just say what you want to put in the slot. And in our case, we just want to put a button in. So that's how we do it. And on the button, I want to put some text. So I'm going to
No,
put a text box.
terrible impersonation of that, but that's text, play text, that's what they call it, but I didn't call it that, I called it continue game text. Continue game text, font, button text style, justification, still center.
Inside of that button.
What is,
So now, if
what's
you go
fun
to
waffling about? What do you mean? Button arguments is no thing. Oh, sorry. Yeah, that's not in here. We do that. Control C. That. Sorry, what? What was this about getting messy? So, S vertical was after content padding. After content padding, got this thing. Okay, first of all, I'm gonna put that, just to make it easier to deal with. So we got vertical box, slat. Yeah, it's synced, but it doesn't matter. No, this becomes title text. And this becomes button text. Slot, and then the stuff, and then button text. This plus vertical box slot of the button with the putting that, and then we add a new thing, and then we press enter, and then we get minus enter, and then we and then we do S new. No, we don't. What the hell? S text block. That's this, yes, and then this is the same, but we want the button. It's different now because it's the button. And the text, which is continue game text, and the font, which is button text style, and the justification, which is b text justify. Center.
where it says play button and you just copy and paste that 2 times, that's going to add 2 more buttons in.
Okay. That's this bit, right? Yeah. So 2. So 1, 2. So how many things do I have? 6? 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Minus 1. 6. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Slightly too many there. So let's count now. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's just 1 too many. It's funny, I can't count. Why is that complaining? It even knows what it is. Why is it not? Why does it not change? Oh, code moment. And then we need new game text, load game text, options, menu, text, edits, button, text, and exit game text. That's right. Credits, options, menu, text, load. Yeah, okay, we got all those correct.
And so this is getting a little bit messy because Visual Studio does not like the indenting. But we can go through ourselves and fix that. Okay, and then I'm just going to change these comments, so I'm going to have a settings button.
Yeah, so OOP menu button, edits button, and exit game button. Why is it every time I have to type capital E S?
And I'm going to have a quit button. So as long as you spread these slots out a little bit, it's quite readable. I mean,
it's quite readable. They all look identical, and my scroll wheel doesn't work properly either. Oh my god.
you can see here, here's the title,
I'm working on this. Whatever.
here's my play button, here's my settings button, and here's my quit button. So it's actually like, it's not terribly
It's not good. Yeah, it's not terrible, but it's not good.
hard to read. And this is kind of what I mean. The more that you play around with this, the more you get used to Slate. It's actually not as bad as when you first look at it, because it's kind of a nightmare when you're first using it. But for my settings button, I don't want to use the play text. I want to use the settings text.
Okay, I've already changed
And then
that.
I also want to use the quit text
Yes.
for my quit button. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how to set your buttons up to actually do something when you click on them. So we're going to add these two functions here, on play
Main menu widget header, that's here.
clicked and on.
Oh, F, where is this? These are public. You've been done. And I'm going to put that after you, and then we're going to put it here. That is in between these two. Okay, I'm going to put it in between these two as well. We've got F reply. F reply. What's F reply? Play. Yeah, there's going to be like that's 6.
Quit clicked. And then we're going to create implementation.
Yeah, and for all of these, it's going to be yeah. What happens if I... That is boring. I have to click every single one of them. At least they're underlined so I know how far I've gone. But... yeah. Basically, I can ignore everything except exit and new game, because like the other four credits is easy. You just load like a .png, like a .mp4 of, or like the best .mp4 possible of a credits video which I made in like whatever. I'll just like get Adobe or something like that. Just get some editing video editing software, or just like make a slideshow, and it's just I go through like the credits of whatever game, delete all the stuff that doesn't apply to me, and then just make everything me. If it's like head, I'll get rid of head. So it'll just be like visual effects, Ethan Ball. Sound design. Oh wait, no, I can't do that. Oh, like I can actually do that. Oh.
For both of these functions. Okay, so to bind our buttons to actually do something when we click on them, you just add the on-clicked event to the S button.
Okay, S button. That's in this one. S button. Which one are we doing? We don't want the splash. We want the new game button. We don't care about do the S button. S button. S button. S button. S button. S button. On clicked. This. So it's itself. And what is it? S. Main menu compound widget on, yeah, right.
So we're going to add the play one, and then we're going to add one for the quit as
okay. So menu exit game, so that needs to become a dot on clicked this, so itself, so and widget compound widget, and it'll from that it'll load this.
well.
Yeah, it's just know what to do when you click it.
We want to add that to the button.
Yes.
Okay, so if you were
And then we need to define what the hell these things do. Right.
to do a log in here, like that, and you put some log information in here, this would show up when you click on the button. But I'm not going to bother doing that because I know that it already works, so let's do the quit functionality. I'll show you how to do quit.
Oh.
So what we're going to do is we'll say that if the owning HUD is valid,
So on exit game, return F reply.
grab
Okay, this is in quit on exit game. If owning HUD is valid. If. Why are we nesting ifs? Sure. If a player controller what? PC equals owning HUD pointer to player owner. Amen. What is Amen menu HUD? That exists. Incomplete class state Amen menu HUD. What do you mean? Oh, those are I think those are the possible ones. Yeah. Back to the statement.
Grab our player controller from the HUD, and then execute a console command quit, and this will just quit from the game. So let's go ahead and include quit, and grab our player controller from the HUD, and then execute a console command quit, and this will just quit from the game. So let's go ahead and include all the files we need. So make sure that you include these two here.
Now I should include main menu HUD.h and game framework player controller .h. Otherwise, we
Header files, and then this code down here should now work.
The code down here, in fact, works
Without any issues. Finally, you need to return a reply, and I'm just going to return if reply handled.
Ah, so I do need those.
There are other types of replies. For example, you can detect if the button was dragged, stuff like that. But generally, most of the time, if you've handled the functionality, you can just go ahead and return handled. So with that done, I'm going to run. And I'll just put these in all of those.
Because like, I haven't done anything with them, so.
On the local Windows debugger, and let's see if our game quits when I click.
Oh, okay. So, let's try this. Let's do that. You need to. Nice. What did you? Leave me alone. It says successful. It also isn't responding. Look. That's such a check like code. What did it do? I said it's fine. I think I should probably stop. Dock. And then get that. What I'll try next is just changing, just commenting all that. And it might work. I wonder how long it's been recording for. Ages is the answer. Oh, what happened? Oh, we're starting. Okay, we're loading. Well, 75%. Last time it broke. That's what this time it doesn't. This is not. I'm gonna... comment all of that. Let's see if that works. Isn't that just the whole thing? What? What the hell? Build. Build solution. Build universe. Please work. What? What? I did. Just build solution. Rebuild universe. modules. The whole thing. The whole thing's missing. How? How is the whole thing? What is this? How is the whole thing missing? Dude, I redone the whole thing. Build.cs. I really don't think this will fix it.
that's a mattress. No sleeper seats, that's a mattress. You ain't stingy, split your tablets with me. You don't flinch when camera flashing, flashing. Not fake laid back, no, it's natural. And I think you made for the life I lead. I'm not fake patient, I don't fake sick. That kind of coffin don't need lean. Rest in peace, got this lust for life. Horny for the game. First they kiss, then they bite soft. Then that bitch wanna play it off. Fucking I'm pretty still in the pit of snakes with serpent shakes and brand new skills. I need a new face, I'm tired of these bills. Acting familiar, pull up rocket, turn it to power. They think it be Elvis, and he ungrateful. They don't say thank you, they don't say grace. I eat for meals, I eat for millions. Fucking I'm pretty still. Look at my bill, rich and mill. Look at my disc, flooded with diamonds. Look at my skills, running through blocks like 49ers. 49 diamonds, stuff from my bracelet. That costs a while, but it ain't new. I had a knot at John Eric in my locker. Pretty still, it ain't no pretty pill. It's either real or real easy on the eyes, green like a soccer field. It's getting hot when they try me like a popper's field. Head shaking on the nothing level, sky rocket field, rocket. Quit being violent with me, yeah. Alright. Quit being violent with me. Quit being violent with me. You make me violent. My room, my room, my room. Every night you were in my room. My room, my room. I guess I can't stay my feelings too soon. I don't know you, and I can't put no threats in me yet. power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength.
disabled half of this time. Never mind, no one can hear us. Whatever. It worked, let's go!